I just thought out with the Bucks.
You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Lillard from deep three-point land. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And with this core of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game amongst the to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Here's Lillard on target from 13 feet.
Oh, taking what the defense is giving Lillard with an opportunistic shot there.
Booker looking around. Lopez with the block. And they get it back. Just 5 on the clock. Durant kicks it out to Booker. Over Prince. Booker no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And they'll keep possession. Screen by Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Known for his scoring there, Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screen and roll.
Booker outside. Pass to Richards. Lays it up and banks it in. Here's Milwaukee now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight, and Coach remarked, handle? You can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks and clogged lanes, but really all we can do is pray his shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And Doris, one guy who rarely has an off night, Devin Booker.
He has been the model of consistent excellence, Kevin. This guy's so efficient, so productive, all about winning. I am not sure Devin Booker gets the credit he deserves for the level he's at every night.
Lopez outside, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Out to the wing. Booker with no one around, and he's good on the three ball. Booker's got 7.
Devin Booker will flat put it to you on the three-point line. Don't give him any open shots.
Lopez outside. And he buries that one, drilling the rim.
Shot, Lopez.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Booker. Kuzma pulls it in.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Go, Trace.
Prince's shot is good.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
Now here's Booker. He's got 7. O'Neal wide open. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Of course he makes a white.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Lillard. The wide open look here for Kuzma. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals. Out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Outside, O'Neal. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Scores off the crossover. Antetokounmpo's got... At 6 points.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
Now here's Booker. He's got 7. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Booker after Taurean Prince's miss. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Allen outside. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. And finished off by O'Neal. 6 changes of the lead here.
Both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Lillard scanning the floor. It could go, and he hits
Lillard time.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no...
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. The Suns making a switch here. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry.
Man down. I can make those.
Things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates.
Booker, right side. Here's Bull. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 5. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit, did just enough to force him to clank that one.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Trent outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
This is what we would call a hot spot, particularly if Gary Trent Jr. is the shooter.
Here's Durant driving inside. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Booker. Took him no time at all on that one. Lillard's got the lead up to 10. And now for the Bucks.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's Booker. He's got 9. Pass to Plumlee. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Milwaukee.
Lillard outside. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
The shot's good.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Bull. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
get it to go.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Pass to Booker. Suns moving the ball around. On the wing, Booker. Shot clock at 5. Beal can't get it to go. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 12-4 run right now. The big challenge in Beal's career, Doris, has been staying consistently healthy, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent. I mean, Bradley Beal is a three-tool player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible.
Back to Lillard. Over Booker. And again, the Bucks miss. Suns trail by 8. KD, that's for 2. Kuzma pulls it in. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. The shot by Lillard, wide open. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Lillard's got 9.
And the shot-first mindset of Lillard, when he sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to attack.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 14-6 run. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's good, 2 points.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Pass to Durant. From outside the arc. Not going to go that time. Here's Giannis. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need it.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Plumlee in the post. Outside Durant. Outside Beal. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Well, Bradley Beal does not need to handle the ball to be a threat. He gets to the catch-and-shoot game and makes the defense pay.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin,
Bobo can't stay in front of me.
Off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking to the paint and letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Bucks leading by 7. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
It is unfair that a 7-footer can be that smooth, that agile off the bounce. Kevin Durant doing some nice work.
Here's Lillard. Good D by Booker. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Bull. An easy 2 points on the layup. Bulls got 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Nice jump shot from the top of the
keep
key.
playing off ball.
And the Bucks lead by 5.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a
Here's Booker. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
That's just superior balance from the crafty guard. If you allow Devin Booker to get close, he's going to draw your contact.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Kuzma outside. It's Prince on the wing. Lopez a screen. Fires at the elbow. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. He has 5.
What you love about Taurean Prince is his willingness to fit into the team scheme. This guy goes about his business and contributes in every area. That's a nice mid-range jumper.
Kuzma, that's good.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Outside, Beal. Back to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Outside for Durant.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside, Beal. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Beal's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, you see how crafty Bradley Beal is. The athleticism helps in the paint. That's nicely done.
So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula. The great one, Kevin Durant.
That's a 2 from Lillard, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter. Pass to Plumlee, and here's Beal. Here's Booker. Outside for Beal. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. On the shot clock. Strong finish by Katie.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
And the shot is good. Antetokounmpo's got 16.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Booker in the post. Back to Plumlee. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Bucks. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Prince outside. They get it again.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Beal deciding where to go with it. Pass to Bull. Durant in the corner. Gets it off. Wow!
Jesus Christ, I'm right there.
Do it much better than that. Right before the clock expires.
Good shot.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Bucks leading by 3. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. Outside Portis. Three-pointer Lillard. And Bull pulls it down.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Lillard with it. Inside. And that's a foul called on Bull. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Trent. Outside, Green. And here's Trent. And it's good from the elbow.
Okay, Trent.
And the Bucks lead by 5.
Oh, the scoring ability of Gary Trent Jr. makes it difficult on defenders to guard against that mid-range. My goodness, that was sweet.
Durant down low. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. There's Giannis taking flight.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Here's Bol. Green with the rebound. Bucks leading by 7. Pass to Portis. Back to Lillard. Goes up at the stripe. That shot misses. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Booker outside. The 3. Phoenix no good that time either. And so Green will bring it up for the Bucks. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Lillard. Sweet little floater.
And just putting his entire offensive imagination on full display. What a smooth release from Lillard.
It's Beal on the wing. And Bol wide open. He shoots. And the 3 ball is good.
I get tired when they make these whites, man.
You see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. While we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. Now, he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game.
That was too easy. He was sleeping on that one.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Here's Booker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, easy call.
Free throw good, Booker. Both free throws good from Booker.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Lillard outside.
2 minutes.
Kuzma outside. And it's good assisting on the play with
Okay, they got
Lillard.
Kyle Kuzma hitting threes.
And the Bucks lead by 10.
His offense really opens up when Kyle Kuzma is making that three-point shot.
For 3, Booker. Booker nails
Again, he ain't green it. Come on, y'all. Stop giving him that.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Bounce pass from Kuzma. Pass to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Pulls up. High post. Good D by Booker. Suns trailed by 7. Here's Beal. And he banks in the layup.
With the pressure on, Bradley Beal at his absolute best.
Left in the 4th quarter. Screen by Giannis. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. Suns on defense. O'Neal with with the steal.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Lillard outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
And Richards has it in the corner. Booker out of a cannon. Pass to KD. 5 on the clock. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady, finding the open teammate.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
O'Neal from long range. Giannis grabs the miss. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And so the Bucks take the
Good
win.
dub, fellas.
And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile one.
A lot of shots with Dame. Shots I usually make too.
Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And it's the Pistons to start out. Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Hardaway. We know NBA games aren't played on paper, but if they were, this game wouldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, BA, but we're not doing that. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are,
Can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
Here's Halliburton following the score by Detroit. Soft touch off the glass.
Halliburton using his length and getting in the lane.
And here's Cunningham. To the paint. Here's Duran. From the wing. And that one's good. Cunningham.
That's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside Neesmith. 6 to shoot. There's a screen by Turner. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Detroit. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they were fancy, but they
Hey,
played
Cade,
hard
I see
and
you,
they
boy.
played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And here's Indiana now, following the score by Detroit. Halliburton on the attack. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Halliburton's gotten his second bucket of the game. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. Going inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
Halliburton with the ball. Picked up by Cunningham. And Siakam gets it to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
We'll now go to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. Allie.
I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Halliburton. Lets the three fly. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Here's Hardaway. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
Here's Halliburton. Duran with a rebound. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. 3-point lead. Unable to get that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Now here's Halliburton. And it's good. 2 points. Halliburton's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Cunningham. He has 6. To the middle. And the dunk by Duran.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
.35 seconds left in the first quarter here. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Detroit leading by 3. With the crossover. Cunningham on the wing. Pass to Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Watch your head.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Lets it fly. Another miss by Halliburton.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Pistons on top. They lead by 5. And for for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Now McConnell. Here's the screen by Bryant. From outside, off the mark. Detroit leading by 5. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
You see the raw talent that Cade Cunningham has, and hard work and the proper focus. This guy is capable of big, big things.
Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Pass to Ivy. Indiana with a rebound. Nembhard, right side. No good on the 3. The Pistons leading. Cunningham with the ball. Give him 8 points now. And here's Harris outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Harris has got 5 now.
A solid three-point marksman. Harris has that inside-outside offensive game.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. The Pistons lead by 8. And here's Cunningham outside. Pistons keep it alive. Back to Ivy. Second shot opportunity. Counted. Ivy's got his first points in this one.
Hot off the pass. Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
Neesmith's shot is off. Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Indiana Pistons, everyone.
On defense, the Pistons. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Ooh, poked away. Stolen by Ivy. Here's the break. Here's Schroeder. Finished off the break.
Twitchy and quick.
Excellent
Ivy
defense,
can
fellas.
really be disruptive defensively with his hands.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Halliburton with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. Toppin outside. Clock at 6. On the wing, Matherin. Nembhard outside. Over Ivy. Nembhard, good.
No way.
The Pistons lead by 12. Ivy outside. From the high post. And Bryant pulls it down. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. A minute 35 left in the first half of basketball. Off target from three-point range. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Pistons. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Schroeder. And we've got 1:18 left in the first half. Yep, that was
That's
good.
way too much room.
It's just a smart shot by Schroeder. He doesn't try to play outside of his range.
All right, Brent, what do you see in Isaiah Stewart's game?
Well, coming in, he's always been that junkyard dog mentality, right? Try to play physical, rebound, bump guys around. But there's a little bit more to Isaiah Stewart in the way that he can shoot the basketball, expanding his range and knocking down some three-pointers. So some flexibility and some creativity on the offensive end.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there. Pass to Halliburton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Pistons lead by 12. Schroeder with it. Now guarded by Bryant. Stewart outside. Ivy with the ball. Picked by Stewart. Unloads. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. More 2K action in just a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Out to the right wing. Outside for Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to end this cold spell. And it's Halliburton. Gets it to go inside.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Cunningham up top. For three, here's Harris. Hits the trifecta.
Good shot, Harris.
Got 8.
This speaks to how confident Tobias Harris is in his offensive game, ready to shoot as soon as that ball reaches him.
Knocked loose. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Now here's Halliburton. Give him 8 points now. Halliburton using the vertical there.
And Halliburton, if he gets that little runway, he'll show you how athletic he can be.
Well, if the Pistons are going to turn things around, Brent, it needs to start on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's part of it, B.A. It's not surprising that they've been in the bottom 5 defensively over the past couple years, and that's what happens when you pile up a bunch of young players who want to prove themselves, and by proving themselves, it usually starts on the offensive end. We'll see if these guys being together start to take some pride in stopping their opponents.
Hardaway on the wing. Shoots over Neesmith. Tipped away. Pacers trail by 13. Down low. Here's Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
And Toppin on top of the world there.
Thompson with it. Picked up by Matherin. Pass to Cunningham. Harris a screen. The three. Cunningham can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Great to now. Cunningham using every inch of that reach.
Thompson outside. Right side Hardaway. Back to Thompson. Count it. Good. Thompson's got 6.
They're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Halliburton. 10 points for him. Pass to Neesmith. Up and over Hardaway. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And out of bounds. Detroit will have it.
Detroit ball.
I gotta hit those. That's my bad.
The Pistons lead by 13.
Top down. Never mind.
Hardaway, no good. There's Neesmith with a three. The Pistons clear it.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Cunningham outside. Lets a floater go. Ooh, difficult shot for Cunningham in tight.
Pretty nice release from Cade Cunningham that time. Soft touch and arc on that ball.
Halliburton outside. Jacks up a three. Duran with a rebound. Well, Brent, the 23-24 Pistons tied an NBA record by losing 23 straight. One bright spot, however, was Jalen Duran.
Well, a bright spot, BA, would be that you wouldn't mention that again. So let's just forget about that and put it behind us. But Jalen Duran did have some moments. He averaged a double-double that season at just 20 years of age. So sky is still the limit for this young, big, physical player.
And Detroit making a change here. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Woohoo!
Nice decision-making by Schroeder there with a terrific assist.
Now Halliburton. 10 points for him. Outside Matherin. There's a screen by Toppin to stop the run. Stolen. Holland. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Over to the left wing. Outside Schroeder. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Pistons on top, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And it's Detroit with the ball. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Right wing. They set the pick. Here's Holland. Shot clock at 6. And there's the lob.
You know, he's run that set a lot, even in his college days. Ivy's aware of every option he has in the pick and roll.
Outside Neesmith. Pass to Siakam. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That's on Isaiah Stewart. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
Here's Waters. Pass to Ivy. Outside Schroeder. Wing shot on the way. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 20. Now Nimhard. Turner with it. Covered by Schroeder. And that's It's good. Miles Turner for three.
The defense better watch Turner more closely because he can strike that fast.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Here's Cunningham. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Fires at the elbow. Here's Duren. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Cunningham outside. Shoots over Neesmith. And it's Cunningham missing.
I gotta work on my shot with Cade, man.
Pacers trail by 19. Fires the three. And Neesmith, good for three. Neesmith's got himself on the board with a three there.
Well, topping a big player that can see over the top of guys, that's time a good decision.
Here's Cunningham. Again the miss by Cunningham. Indiana on offense. Turner in the high post. Back to Nembhard. To the left wing. They double him with Duren. Pass to Siakam. Fires for three. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Uneasy two on the layup.
And Cunningham looking.
I gotta stop giving him false hope like he can come back or something.
If he takes his time, he can get the job done.
31% Cade is perfect. I gotta do better with him.
No good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here's Harris outside. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Pass to Harris. Over Siakam. Hardaway with it. Cunningham looking it over. And Obi Toppin gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
And Cunningham sneaking out to the corner.
Pacers trail by 21.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Pistons.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Cade Cunningham.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Here they come with numbers in transition. And Neesmith gets it to go.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
And Brent, two of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Asar and Amin Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Asar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
Count it. There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Cunningham left side for three. Hardaway. Here's Thompson. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Cunningham with the ball. Takes the three. Drills it from deep. And the Pistons lead by 21.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
From deep three-point land. Good. So we see the Pistons.
Out of all the shots he
taking the
missed, he
W
make
here.
that jump. Come on
To
now.
walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a
The excitement of the NBA is on the way. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And it's Philadelphia to start out. And the dunk by Embiid.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk. And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Now here's Embiid. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Shoots over Richards. Lands soft.
Put a hand up.
And drops. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
To the inside. Richards can't cash in from close range.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Played in with a nice
Oh,
touch
what a
over the
move.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
KD looking around. The three. Paul George grabs the miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And finished off by Oubre.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And stolen by Dunn. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Don't sleep on the athletic ability of Bradley Beal. I know he's a sweet shooter, but boy, can he get off his feet.
Pass to Grimes. Back to Maxey. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
EA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. Richards. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
I just love the unselfishness in the play of Kevin Durant. He said he wants to play the game the right way. Nice example there.
The shot by George, wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two.
Paul George bobbled the damn ball. That messed me up.
That one on Maxey.
Kevin Durant is such a difficult check, right? You've got to guard against the shot, and this is where he can draw contact and make it so difficult. Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Maxey. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's KD. Over George. KD can't get it to go. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
But, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
Now here's Plumlee. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Allen for three. Hits it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. George with the bounce pass. Here's Embiid. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And here are the 76ers now. Embiid from outside. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Suns on top. They lead by 1. And we'll be back right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proven to be an effective tool for them.
Durant drawing the double team. 6 to shoot. There's the drive. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, you respect the jump shooting, so you close tight, and Kevin Durant gets off on the dribble drive.
A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jones with it. Nothing on the board.
And it just started storming like a mother, bro. I probably get kicked out this jump. Hopefully not.
Oh, the Suki smooth three from KD. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Now here's Durant. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. KD's shot is off. Here's McCain. Off target with his three. Phoenix leading by 3. Outside Durant. The second effort. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
A nice shot by George.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Here is Lowry after the made shot from KD. Outside for George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. George has got it all tied up now for Philadelphia. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Booker. Durant in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the middle. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Outside for Lowry. And stolen by Booker. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
Playing retarded.
You know, you talk about a foundation. Devin Booker toiled through what, Doris, a half a decade of losing in Phoenix.
It was all of that, Kevin, but what I admired most is through all of that losing, he never stopped working, and the losing never stopped bothering him. He never got comfortable with it. Now, all of a sudden, other players see his talent, they want to join him, and it's a much more competitive basketball team.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you.
Yeah, that's the size and reach of Kevin Durant at the rim. Yes, sir.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. substitutions here. The 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Grimes. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got 6 points.
And in that pick and roll action, you have to stop the ball first. Maxey too good with the rock in his hand.
That's green. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Hail Mary for some, but Maxey makes the long shot look easy.
Seconds left now here in the second. Here's Bull, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. .26 seconds left in the first half of the game.
Oh, my goodness.
Assist from.
How about the vertical from Kelly Oubre Jr.? My goodness.
Here's the screen. Booker. It's Drummond with the rebound. Pass to Maxey. Lets it go with a three. That shot misses. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. It's a 1-point game. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for it.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well. And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
So it's Philadelphia now, following Durant's three-point attempt. Now, here's Maxey. Off with the layup. Booker looking around. Outside Durant. 5 on the clock. Durant with another miss. The 70